Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is your host, the one and only ProHenis, and today guys, I am bringing you the next episode of my thoughts on, where I give my own 2 cents on any topic that either comes into my head or that you guys leave down in the comment section below. So, if you guys have something that you want me to talk about for this series, given how young it is, I mean this is only episode number 2 of this series, if you guys want me to talk about something or you just want my opinion on something that I have not talked about yet, then be sure to leave it down in the comment section, and if I like your comment, I'll be sure to use it in my next episode. Now guys, let me tell you, I was really happy when I went to the very first episode of this series to check and see if you guys had left any topics that I would want to talk about, and you guys left some really interesting ones. Nothing that I'm actually talking about in this specific video. I'm going to talk about something else, but I noticed that you guys helped me reach my like goal of 60 likes on that first episode, which honestly means the world to me, guys. 60 likes is quite a lot for a channel my size, I think. I think 60 likes is very substantial and a very nice amount of likes to get on a video that I post over here on my channel. So if you guys do enjoy this episode and you are enjoying this series so far, then go ahead and smack that like button. If we could hit 60 likes again, guys, that would honestly mean the world to me, man. I love when I see a like goal being reached on a video. It really honestly means the world to me. So if you guys are willing to help me reach that, that would honestly mean the world to me. And drop a sub too if you guys are new to the channel. And with all that aside, let's hop right into the topic of today's commentary. So what I'm actually going to talk to you guys about today is COD points in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, as you guys know, COD points was something that was recently implemented in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And when I say recently, I mean like within the last 2 or 3 months. You know, it hasn't been there since the very beginning of the game, but they added it in as a way for people to sort of buy a replacement or sort of a substitute for crypto keys. Now, as you guys know, crypto keys are normally unlocked just from you simply playing the game. You know, there was that whole thing that happened at the beginning of the game with people, you know, crypto key farming. You know, you would go into a gun game and just kind of leave your character AFK, and because you were given crypto keys as a function for how many games you played, you would get a lot of crypto keys because gun games are very short and you wouldn't get kicked for being AFK. So that was something that Treyarch quickly patched here, and I think what they did as sort of a substitute to that, they saw that people really wanted to get a lot of crypto keys, so they capitalized on it. They thought of it from a capitalist standpoint and said, we're going to do pretty much exactly what Sledgehammer Games did for Advanced Warfare and add in sort of an additional payment that you could make towards Call of Duty in order to buy more supply drops. Now, it is very different in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 versus Advanced Warfare, and I'm going to go over quickly why. As you guys know, back in Advanced Warfare, you could buy advanced supply drops in order to increase your chances of getting better variants of good weapons. Now, the reason a lot of people didn't like that is because it turned Call of Duty very quickly into a pay-to-win system, meaning that if you had a lot of money that you could throw at advanced supply drops, you know, let's just say you were a person with a bit more wealth or a bit more money, or you were a YouTuber, then, you know, you were allowed to, you know, just kind of throw your money at that. You didn't have to use it for anything else. You could buy yourself advanced supply drops, get yourself a good weapon like the Obsidian Steed and the AK-12 RIP that would give you an advantage over other players that would maybe just have the baseline AK-12 or the baseline BAL-27. Now, a lot of people didn't like that, obviously, because it meant that sort of wealthier people were able to do better at Call of Duty Advanced Warfare than sort of the people who couldn't afford advanced supply drops or didn't want to spend money on them. Now, obviously, this is very different from BO3 because all BO3 does is it allows you to buy supply drops, but it doesn't give you any weapons out of those supply drops that have, you know, sort of increased stats that would give the weapon more damage or more range or more fire rate or a greater mobility, whatever it may be. The weapon still stays the same statistically, but you can change the overall cosmetics of the weapon, obviously, because you can get camos on it and you can get sort of different looking attachments for your weapon, which I think is very cool and much better than the pay-to-win system that was implemented in Advanced Warfare. But here's where it gets a little bit interesting. Obviously, as you guys know, Treyarch has started to release new weapons in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, such as the Iron Gym, which is that new crowbar, and weapons like the Fury Song, which is a cool new sword that you can now get out of supply drops. Now, this causes a little bit of controversy because a lot of people are really frustrated that they can't get their hands on those weapons because they may not have enough crypto keys, or they're just simply getting unlucky when it comes to supply drops. Because think about it like this. I could go ahead and purchase maybe $10 worth of COD points, and if I do that, I might get a Fury Song and a crowbar in my first 2 openings, which would be insane. You know, if I managed to do that, I would be very happy, obviously. But let's say you have another YouTuber or just any other person who goes out and buys COD points. Let's say they spent $100 on COD points, and they don't get anything good out of those supply drops. They don't get those melee weapons that they were looking for. Now, that's obviously going to be very frustrating because if you're a YouTuber who does that, you want to make sure that you can get new gameplay for those weapons, and of those weapons, of you playing with them or getting a nuclear with them or just any cool live gameplay that your viewers would enjoy watching. That's obviously very frustrating for you because it's all based on luck. But I personally wouldn't go so far as to get mad at the system because it's not like those new weapons give you an unfair advantage in any way. It's not like those weapons are extremely good in the game. game. Because keep in mind, back in Advanced Warfare, like I said earlier, you were able to get weapons that were better than the baseline variants in the game. And it's not like you guys are given a more OP knife or a more OP gun like that new weapon that came out. I'm blanking on what it is, but it's just like the MK14 from MW3. It's not like that weapon's extremely OP. It's very, very balanced. And to be honest with you, it's not that good of a weapon at all. And I think Treyarch does this sort of thing on purpose because they know the mistakes that Sledgehammer Games made back in Advanced Warfare, and they don't want to turn Black Ops 3 into a pay-to-win game. So what they did is they released a weapon that wasn't very, very good, but people would still want to use, obviously, because it's a cool new DLC weapon, and everyone kind of wants to be the first to use that DLC weapon, but it's definitely not going to be something that's going to last or that people are going to like. And the same thing goes for the weapon like the crowbar. Obviously, it does the exact same amount of damage that a combat knife would, and everyone's given the combat knife in Black Ops 3, so it's not like you're given an unfair advantage when you're using a weapon like the new crowbar, which is the, the Iron Gym, because it does the same amount of damage that a combat knife would. It's just sort of a different shape and a different animation, if that makes any sense to you guys. It doesn't actually give you an advantage in the game because all it is it's just basically a different look of a combat knife. Think about it like that. It's just a variant of the combat knife that looks different, that you can put a cool camo on, but it doesn't actually make you better at the game, and it doesn't have, stronger stats, more damage or whatever than the combat knife does. Now, some people in the comments may be like, but Hennis, they released the Peacekeeper as part of the first DLC back in Black Ops 2, and that weapon was actually pretty good, which would imply that you'd have to buy the DLC in order to get a better weapon. And isn't that the exact same thing as opening up supply drops? And I would argue no, because in purchasing that DLC, you were guaranteed to get that weapon. It's not like when you open up a supply drop, you're guaranteed to get a new awesome custom variant. So while it is sort of a pay-to-win system, it's not like the Peacekeeper was incredibly OP, and it's not like you needed to have, good luck in order to get it. It was something that everyone could get as long as you had an additional $15. But anyways, guys, my 2 cents aside, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. Do you guys think that COD points is something that Treyarch should continue to have in Call of Duty Black Ops 3? And do you guys think it's something that future COD developers should have in their game as well? Because believe it or not, guys, the next Call of Duty is going to creep on us a lot faster than you may think. So it's a really important thing to keep in mind, sort of what are the things that we want to return in the next Call of Duty from Black Ops 3, maybe from Advanced Warfare or earlier Call of Duties. What are some of the things that you would want to be implemented into this new game? And one of those things obviously being COD points. We've seen it in 2 Call of Duties now in Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. We've seen, something along the lines of opening up supply drops. Do you guys enjoy supply drops? Let me know all of your opinions down in the comment section below, and if you guys would want them in the next Call of Duty. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Let's go ahead and shoot for 60 likes like I said at the beginning of the video. And if you guys have not added me on all of my social media, be sure to do so now. You guys can see all of them right down here at the bottom of the screen. Be sure to check those all out. My newest one being Snapchat. You can go ahead and add me. My username is ProHenis, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would go ahead and add me. But anyways, guys, if you watch this entire video, go ahead and comment down below hashtag COD points. That'll let me know that you guys watched this entire video. And anyways, guys, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time, everybody, keep gaming, and as always, stay cool. Adios.